this is a very important theme here. What do central banks do? What is their mission? And as I'll discuss throughout the lectures, it's convenient to talk about two broad aspects of what central banks do. The first is to try to achieve macroeconomic stability. And by that, I generally mean stable growth in the economy, avoiding big swings, recessions, and the like, and keeping inflation low and stable. So that's the economic function of a central bank. The other function of central banks, which is going to get a lot of attention, obviously, in these lectures, is the financial stability function. Central banks try to keep the financial system working normally, and in particular, they try to prevent, or if unsuccessful in preventing, they try to mitigate financial panics or financial crises. And I'll talk more about what those are. Now, what are the tools that central banks use to achieve these two broad objectives? In very simple terms, there are basically two broad sets of tools. On the economic stability side, the main tool, as I'm sure everyone knows, is monetary policy. In normal times, the Fed, for example, can raise or lower short-term interest rates. It does that by buying and selling securities in the open market. In normal times, if the economy is growing too slowly or inflation is falling too low, the Fed can stimulate the economy by lowering interest rates. Lower interest rates feed through to a broad range of other interest rates. That encourages spending, acquisition of homes, for example, construction, investment by firms, borrowing. It just generates more demand, more spending, more investment in the economy, and that creates more thrust and growth. So that to stimulate an economy, you lower interest rates. And similarly, if the economy is growing too hot, if inflation is becoming a problem, then the normal tool of central bank is to raise interest rates.